Hump Day. Hope all of you are doing well and that you've grabbed your lunch and are ready to go. Today we're going to be playing with a stamp set from our annual catalog called Under the Moon. And let me just get that for you. I'm just going to pop up my video here over on the side just so I can see the comments. So please say hi, let me know that you're there, and tell me what you're having for lunch today. All right, so stamp set, where did you go? It's sitting on my chair behind me. All right, so we're going to be featuring the Under the Moon stamp set, and I'm also going to be pulling in a sentiment set saying Simply Said. All right, so let's get going with these. Now, I've got most of my things mounted, so I don't think I'll need these right now. So I'm going to move them off to my side. We're going to bring in a couple of things because I'm going to be making a mess today. As you can see, I already have mess all over my fingers. And this is our card that we're going to be making. We're going to spice it up just a little bit more. And let's just get going here. So what I'm going to do first, and I do have 2 additional cards to show you after. So I'm going to bring in my pieces here. And I have a piece of Blueberry Bushel, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So that's my base. I have my dimensionals. I have a piece of Balmy Blue that is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And then my piece of Basic White, which is 4 by 5 1/4. So those 2 are going to end up layering on each other. All right, but for right now, I need to just move that off to the side. I do also have a strip of Basic White that is 3/4 inch wide. All right, let's get started. We are going to be using our Versamark pad, our Blueberry Bushel, and our Night of Navy. So we'll get going on that. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually stamp the water. All right, so we are using, I know it's a little hard to see, this right here, and we'll be using this moon. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp my water first. Blueberry Bushel, that's what I want, not Night of Navy. So I'm going to go ahead and ink this up. Got my things off to my side here, and I don't want to stab myself with my scissors. Actually, before I emboss, I'm going to be using my embossing buddy. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and stamp my water here. We'll put it up here a little bit more. All right, so I'm doing it once, and then I'm going to come back and do it a second time. And twice. I'm just giving myself a little bit more water, and don't worry, we'll be kind of hiding that so you won't even see that. I dropped my chamois. Hopefully that's why I clean my stamp here. So that's what you hear, my little squeaking over on the side. I'm cleaning it with my chamois. All right, next up we have our moon. So I'm going to go ahead and close my Blueberry Bushel for right now, because otherwise I'll put my hand in it again. And I'm going to go ahead and, hi Ann, hi Becky. I'm going to go ahead and ink this up with my Versamark. I'm going to get that nice and juicy. All right. Now you can put this whatever direction you want. So this is the way it shows on the stamp set, and this is the way I did it originally. I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to change it because I want to see how it will look this way. So I'm going to go ahead and just put this right here. All right. Now, over my tray here, I have my clear embossing powder ready to go. So let's go ahead and cover that. I'm going to take my clear embossing powder, and you can see I don't know how I got blue paper in there, but I did. So we're just going to go ahead and lift it on there. And just get it all over the embossed part there. Oops. Didn't mean to get it on my desk. And this is why I should have used my embossing buddy, and I didn't. So now I'm going to grab a paintbrush here. Hopefully I have one. And just kind of wipe away all the excess. You know, I purposely pulled it out, and I did this 3 times that I forgot to use it. So definitely use your embossing buddy before you stamp. So what is your embossing buddy? It's this. Or take a dryer sheet or something just so the static doesn't build up on your paper. All right, so I'm going to cover that up. I even got a mess over here, and I want to get that mess out of my way. Okay. Oh, I got a little on here, too. Let's close that. Right. I'm going to heat up my heat gun here, and hopefully that's not too loud, and hopefully it won't distract you. So I'm going to heat up my clear embossing powder. And what I want it to look like is, you can kind of see where it's turning to be like wet looking. That's what we want. All right, you want to make sure that your embossing powder gets fully melted, because you don't want to have that gritty feeling, but you don't want to overcook it either. All right. I'm just going to go kind of around just a little bit more. And you can see how wet that looks. I've got a couple spots that are just a little grainy. Usually when your heat tool is really warmed up, you don't have to worry about that as much. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my blending brush, and I got embossing powder on there, and I'm going to bring in again my blueberry bushel. And I'm going to take this, and I'm going to move my mat out of the way because I don't want to get ink all over my mat. I'm going to take it over there, and I'm going to really ink this up really well. All right. So make it really dark back here. I'm going to do a little bit of that. I'll go around all the edges here. Excuse me. Just need a little drink of something there. Oh, and my thing almost spilled. All right. I'm going to add a little bit more. And just keep adding as much as you'd like. I really would kind of want this top really dark. I'm now going to come back in with my Night of Navy. Get some ink on there. And this is going to be really dark. There we go. Kind of the look I was going for. I'm just going to put a little bit down on my bottom here. So just switch that around just a little bit. All right. I think that's good. Now, where my embossing was before, I got ink on it, right? But if you take your towel or paper towel, something that doesn't have like lotion on it, and just wipe it off, that other color will come off, as long as you've heat set your embossing powder long enough. All right. Okay, so now that I've got all inky again, let me just grab some hand sanitizer here, because I don't want to get ink all over the rest of my project. So quickly clean my hands, quick and easy way. Grab my towel, get it back in and get it all wiped off. All right. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp my dolphins on here. So I'm going to grab this. Now, I'm going to attempt something. This is something that you have to do very quickly. I'm going to stamp my dolphins in Night of Navy, and immediately before I do anything else, I'm going to pour my embossing powder on there. Why is that important? It's important because this classic ink dries super fast. So you have to be very quick like a bunny. All right, so I'm going to put that right there. And I'm just going to do my first one. Hello, Amy. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp that right here. And again, I'm going to take this as quick as I can and pour it on there. And now I want to stamp my other one. And I'm going to have him jumping back into the water. All right, so I have him there, and quick like a bunny. There we go. Okay. Now, move this stuff out of the way because I don't want it to, oh, that was my hand sanitizer, get all over. So move this out of the way. We'll open up my little dollar store container here. I like it because it has the 4 seals on there. And I'm going to go ahead and tap all that off. Now, if I have embossing powder anywhere else, go ahead and just use your brush. Gently go around your image. All right. I'm going to close this up, because if I don't close it, I will spill it. Just saying. That's what happens in my world. Okay, let's heat this up again. Let's give it a moment to heat up. All right, and then I'm going to come back in. Look at my dolphins pop out. All right. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and let's get rid of this because it's got powder all over it. Okay, wipe off my desk real quick. All right. Oh, I've got some messes on my desk. I gotta get that clean. All right, let's grab our seal here, and I'm gonna do all around the edges. Reason being, my paper kind of curled a little bit when I heated it up, so I want to make sure that it is flat. So this is just an 1/8 inch bigger. Just gives me a little bit of a border there. Go ahead and press that down. And where you emboss, it should be nice and smooth. It shouldn't be grainy. All right, we're going to bring in this. We'll bring in our dimensionals. No, I just had them. What did I do with them? Okay, there. Right underneath my Versamark pad. Now, this is a very quick and easy card. It's not going to take a lot of stuff to do. It's just stamps, ink, paper, and embossing. This is actually one of the first things I did when I started stamping. I decided to make Christmas cards, and I wanted to emboss, so that's my first adventure in stamping. All right. Well, not quite my first adventure. I went to a couple classes before, what they call workshops. All right, now let's get our strip of paper here. Where did I put that? All right. So I could actually put it a little bit behind. I don't know if I really like that Lost Lagoon on there. I think I have a piece of, I'm going to stamp in navy here. So let's just grab a strip of, well, either blueberry bush or navy. Whichever one I grabbed first. Ooh, and I didn't pull it out earlier. So, all right, what folder am I going to find first? Okay, here's navy. Do I have a thin strip? I do. All right. So I've got a 1-inch strip of Night of Navy and a 3/4 inch strip of my basic white. So let's bring Night of Navy in. And bring in my Happy Birthday. And that's from the Simply Said. And I'm going to stamp this right in the middle. All right. Why am I stamping in the middle and wasting so much paper? Oh, for heaven's sake. You know, you have strips of paper everywhere all the time, right? I'm going to be trimming this down so it fits right in here. But I do want to have my Night of Navy behind it. So what I need to do is, I'm actually going to, I had my original one cut at an angle. I'm not thinking I like that as much. So we're going to modify it because we can. All right, and I'm going to put this right onto my navy here. So just add my seal. Put that on right here. Give it a little bit of a border. Right. Take my snips and just cut it down. All right. We're going to go ahead and put that up on dimensionals as well. And then we're going to just sprinkle a couple little embellishments on there. Now, the ones I happen to have handy, So remember where I said that line is there? Look at where that's going to go, right there. Almost like I planned it that way. I would like to grab, let's see, what do I have handy? Oh, I don't want those. I had my silver ones out here earlier. Let me just look at my little bin here. So I have these. I don't want to use those. I think those are too bright for the card that I'm doing here. So let's see. Where did my extra packet go? Well, that's an unopened one. I can't use those because that's for a class. Let's see what else I have handy. We're going to use the Glorious Gingham. I'm going to use these blue right here. So this is the Tinsel Gems 4-pack. Sorry, Glorious Gingham was paper. This is a Tinsel Gem 4-pack. All of this stuff is available in my online store. And so let's see. Did you hear about our big bundle sale? Oh my gosh. I can't, Stampin' Up! Floors me. They keep coming up with better and better specials all the time. So currently, June 5th through June 30th, they're having a bundle sale. So stamps and dies that are bundled together are currently on sale for 10% off. So that means you're actually getting 20% off the price. So it's kind of a really good deal. If you're on my email list, you would have gotten an email from me this morning with that on. And also the rest of, well, now for the next 10 days, I am going to be featuring bundle videos. So what's a bundle video? I'm going to pick a bundle out and I'm going to make a card, and you will be able to see some of those in action. Now, I don't have every bundle. I mean, I could, but I don't have every bundle in the catalog. So just keep in mind that all the cards that I make, you can actually make using any of the bundles. So keep that in mind. So if a bundle that I happen to be using is not floating your boat, well, there's something else you can use. All right, so here is today's card. I said I had some samples. So this was actually a swap. So if you're on my team, sorry, sneak peek, here's your card. And then I have another one from Suzanne Bolton, who I was in a swap with, and this is the card that she made using a different sentiment set. So just some fun ways to use the Under the Moon. Now, tomorrow night at 6:44 p.m. Central Time, I am live again with Stampin' Fun and More. I am going to be using Under the Moon and Friendly Fins. Friendly Fins is one of those awesome bundles that are on sale. So if you don't have it, you got to get it. So I'm going to quick show you which one it looks like so you know. So we'll be featuring Friendly Fins tomorrow night. All right. Take care. See you later and have a great hump day. Bye.